You drop off them tickets. And the tickets are actually ballots.
We need to do that today.
Man, election's like next week. That's crazy. They were saying with that new justice, they could swing the. That's terrifying, bro.
All the like.
I sent you guys the link.
Apocalyptic movies.
It's real time.
Republicans are doing all of it.
It's like they've just been studying them.
Oh, actually, with Josh. Oh, you wanted the sausage egg McMuffin?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
know.
just got it.
I was like,
She was already walking in when
I
you
know,
when you
I
had.
was like, I should have stuck with my gun. When I saw Josh's, I was like, I do want that.
I'm gonna eat McDonald's. I'm gonna eat McDonald's.
Right?
Not. I saw the burritos. I was like, you do not love those. You do
I
not.
wanted the sausage. I should have just sent it with my first line.
I'm trying to figure out if I can make this a full episode or if I should go to. That's what I should do. That's what I should do.
What's that?
Go to the Love Hour page and find the questions that I just archived because it was white and I was like, that was
It was white? Oh, white.
But I can find additional. Actually, did I delete it? Did you send this to the people?
What?
This link?
No. You want me to?
Yeah, because I don't need no audio. I need to email that lady that I keep forgetting.
I got too much stuff on. Josh, your thumb is. By the way, I love the iPad as a work computer.
I think I might.
I wasn't using it before like that, but I was just using it for the first time.
And it's light.
It's light and it pulls up like a computer does. Did you know that?
No, I haven't used it.
I was talking to Josh about it. And he was telling me that it computes with the website and it pulls as a desktop. I thought it was gonna be a phone. You know what I mean? So like Patreon, which sucks on mobile.
Are you doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just great. And then I just folded up and put it in my backpack. In my backpack. Remember Joe used to say that?
Pack.
I got a little teary-eyed thinking about when I was in unemployment. We were talking about on the podcast and I had to go. Remember you were telling me I couldn't be Tyler Perry? I had to get unemployment. You remember?
I don't remember saying that specifically, but I did say it.
You told me I couldn't be homeless like Tyler Perry.
Yeah, those weren't all the same conversations.
No, I know.
You conflate stories and created a narrative that's not true. I told you to get on unemployment because you were trying to be prideful and not getting unemployment. That had nothing to do with Tyler Perry or your dreams. That had to do with your pride. That's not how you frame the story, I'm sure. No.
I was just telling him too, in my mind, when I had the boys' hands, a bus went by, and in my mind I got off the bus, even though that's not what happened.
I can't remember stories the way he wants them to.
It was a school bus. It's like that just wouldn't make sense at all, Kevin. I read something that said 40% of eligible voters did not vote in the last election. 40%.
That's crazy, but I also
Of eligible?
Of eligible voters.
and they are shattering records.
You think it's early voting or you think it's pandemic? You didn't know.
Understand your question?
Do you think the early voting records are because of the pandemic and people don't want to?
I think it's a mix.
Combination of
Or people really
It's
want
a
to
mix.
vote?
and Trump.
Oh, mix.
Well, and they're also yes to all of that.
Yeah, it's literally. I think it's the you cannot extract one without putting it in context of everything.
Yeah.
It's Trump. It's Trump's handling of the pandemic. It's Trump's handling of the pandemic in an election year. Like it's all of those things.
Yeah.
you
And
know?
seeing lines for early like ballot voting, I'm not doing that.
Me either. My dad and them said that they did it though, and it only took them 30 minutes.
Really?
Are we-
Which because they got.
Yeah.
We are. Oh, Angel was supposed to tell me who the famous person she dated was.
Oh, I forgot about that.
She dated a famous
Her
person?
famous choir director, and she said she was gonna tell us when we got off. I'm gonna text her in our group chat.
Wait, a famous choir director?
Well, the choir director she was dating is now famous. I don't know if he's a famous choir director.
At that time.
Yeah. I'm like, who's famous from Kentucky besides horses?
Philip?
You get enough questions?
Besides horses.
That's not it.
Ooh, that looks good.
Oh yeah, it looks Christmassy though, doesn't
It
it?
does.
I
Is
don't
it for
know
the
if I like
planner
that.
or is it for something else?
No, it's for the planner. It's the cover for the planner instead of all the things.
I like that.
I like that.
That's a good.
Oh, I should show you guys the shirts.
That's a great. That's a great phrase.
It's a little bit bigger this year. So this is what it looks like. It's just slightly bigger. I'm really excited. I like it a lot more. Did I show you the shirts?
Mm-mm. I love that list. That looks really good.
She spelled
Oh,
occasion wrong, so just.
who made this? Different person?
Yeah, Lynn. And then this one. But I asked her to do this on a black background with white lettering so I can understand what it.
Oh
Cause it
yeah, I can't read that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I can't tell if it's the distance, if it's the pink, I don't know. So do it on something I would make it on and let me see how it looks.
Maybe white then?
On a
'Cause
white.
the black lettering, unless you got it.
I told her to inverse it, yeah. Meaning it would look like this, where the
I
shirt
can't
is
even
white.
fathom how that works.
Not with, because there's something over worth and I can't see it.
It's
Is that
worth
worth
and
again?
then worth again.
Oh, okay.
But the blue, it's just not working.
Something that, it's like that sub, whatever that secondary color is on the font. It's
That
like,
blue.
yeah.
So I told her, oh my god, I'm so angry. I'm trying to get us health insurance and I signed up for this thing and I have been getting phone calls. Non-
Oh man. Yeah, they'll hit you.
I'm so annoyed that I did it. I'm so annoyed.
I got an insurance quote when I was actively looking into Tesla, and every day.
It's nonstop.
And it's actually a person calling. I'm just like, you can't like your job.
That's what
You can't like
I'm
it.
so sick of the election. I'm
Well,
like, bruh.
Oh, the
stop
text messages?
Texting me. Leave me alone. It's just
Raven.
Ravy
leave
B,
me alone. You need a no.
No.
you guys matter.
Hi,
You
can you go
muted?
mute us?
Hold-
Hey Raven,
hold-
how are you? say Paul now, boy? Okay, ready?
Mandalorian, Saturday,
I thought it was Friday.
Friday, 30th. I don't know what days are what anymore, man.
That is a family show for us.
Really?
I didn't realize Jon Favreau wrote it
Bro,
himself.
he came up.
I did not realize.
Who is that? That name's familiar.
He's the dude who plays Happy in Iron Man. Kind of fat,
Oh, I think I know.
Afro dude.
So he ended up becoming one of the producers on pretty much all the Marvel movies.
Oh, nice.
Directed The Lion King.
Oh, wow.
He directed Lion King?
Mm-hmm.
The one with Beyonce in it?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna fact check myself.
I'm here for the fact check. I don't know what's happening with my veins.
Yeah, he directed Lion King.
That's crazy.
And he produced it. One of the producers.
Tell me again the difference in producer for TV versus movie, or it's executive producer is the difference.
I don't know.
I feel like
One's a vanity credit and one's a real one.
but I also feel like sometimes it just depends as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we should get rid of these napkins because they look a mess on this here.
Producer on the first Iron Man, Avengers, Mandalorian. Spider-Man Far From Home. Oh yeah, bro, he's making dummy money. Wow, I forgot he was in Swingers. Anyway.
He was so funny in that movie where he was the girl's husband. Remember? And he didn't like, was it I Love You Man?
That's who I thought it was. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like it's when you guys said his name, that was the name that came to mind. And then the more you guys started describing him, I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like I know who you're talking about.
I'm so excited for the doggone.
Okay, it is exactly. But okay, so when you say his name, what actually comes to mind is none of the things you guys just said.
What comes?
Jennifer Aniston. Was he in that movie? Shoot.
Oh,
Jennifer Aniston with, tall dude, forehead.
The breakup?
The Breakup. Is he not
Yes,
in the Breakup?
he
I
is.
think he
Okay.
is.
He's Vince Vaughn's friend at the baseball game.
Okay.
He's been in everything.
So
Yeah.
oddly enough, that's the movie that comes to mind whenever
No,
I
that
say
makes
his name.
sense.
Not like all
That's
of
fair.
that's why I was like, I don't know if we're talking
That
about the
definitely
same
makes sense.
person.
Couples Retreat.
No, the breakup.
Oh, I think they were saying Couples Retreat as well.
Oh yeah, he's in
I was
that
gonna
too.
say,
He's in
he
that
is in
too.
the-
He's in a lot of rom-coms.
Yeah.
But that's not what the
Can
one
I
I
turn the
was
volume
talking.
up on
Yeah,
this?
the one I was thinking of is the Breakup, which is quite lit. I could do a whole entire podcast episode just on that movie
On the movie?
because it's quite literally it's a master class in relationships.
The breakup?
Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but it is a master's class in relationships. And it's one of my favorite things about the movie.
Now he has the Chef Show, and I love that show.
Okay, so
Yeah, he's a good one. Those
I was gonna say,
these
so what
don't
is
even
he
go.
good?
That's
So what
we
is
don't
That's what I'm
know.
saying. He's so
It doesn't even
multifaceted.
go with each other.
what did he go to school for?
Who knows? I don't know him like that. I would like to see him on a David Letterman.
Did you watch this season?
Not all of them.
It's really we watched. You guys already talked about it.
We talked about Kim Kardashian.
I want to hear.
I truly. First of all, I enjoy the show anyway,
Mm.
but I really enjoy hers and Dave Chappelle's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Swingers, Chef, Avengers. I don't remember him in Spider-Man's The Jungle Book. He was in Entourage?
think,
I don't remember him.
I think a couple
He
episodes.
was on The Wolf of Wall Street, Iron Man.
Was he?
MVP.
Is he acting in all that?
Bro, this guy is cashed out, man.
He was in the Wolf of Wall Street. I did not know.
I didn't know that.
Let me get my laptop thing. Can I turn the or you want it this way? The
I like
brightness?
it that way.
Oh.
Oh, you want the brightness up?
Yeah.
You can't see?
I need my screens on bright.
Can't be good.
It hurts my eyes.
Can't be good for your eyes,
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, it hurts my eyes. I can't have it that bright.
You know, you can put it down also.
It's gonna go down anyway. My laptop naturally.
True tone.
Yeah, I think that's what I have it on. Cause that crap. If I'm staring too long, it makes my eyes. It hurts. Okay, we're gonna just make up this episode.
Are you gonna use the audience? Is that what that thing looks like?
What later?
Can you go back to it?
I just got out of it. Are you talking about later?
Yeah. It looks like a calendar plus all of the
It's because it's scheduled.
Is this stuff you already posted?
Stuff I posted or just stuff that I've uploaded. Some of it I posted, some of it I just upload and then I see what it looks like and I decide if I want that one or anything.
Click off this. Is this the time and date?
Mm-hmm.
Is the pink and green what side it goes on?
Yeah, so I'm not doing this. You guys keep pushing this on me. I want you to leave me alone. So pink is my Facebook, blue is my Instagram. Oh, I said that backwards.
So you're posting these at the same time?
Yeah, on both of those sites. And then I have the Love Hour on here as well.
You do this schedule with this too? Why is it grayed out?
Because you're not on there. That's not what I'm posting. I post these two as like a group, and then these two as a group. So I don't accidentally post something on Miss Common Stage and it winds up on the Love Hour as well. What I need to do.
Can you just do text with this too? Like a Facebook status? Or it has to be a picture?
No. Well, you can't just do that on Facebook anyway.
You can.
Oh, you're talking about Facebook. For my mind, you're talking about Instagram. I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't think so. Okay. But I didn't do Wednesday and Friday. But I know I'm gonna post. I just haven't done it yet. Joshua.
Yes.
Did you put the dark filter that you put up on the Halloween bevel stuff? Works really well. I think.
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay.
I think it's perfect for the aesthetic of bevel because they have really dark.
It's like almost
luminous
muted.
tones. Yeah.
Yeah. For the
but
product
I try
shots.
Well, I try to lighten it for my feed.
Try to lighten it. Okay.
I don't know if it worked though. I'll show you what I did.
Yeah, sure.
I
sure,
kind of
sure.
like. I have to figure out the problem is I was just playing with filters, trying to bring it up a little bit, so it just feels a little bit lighter for my feed. And
Are you?
am I going for a bright and airy feed? Yes.
Well, no. I was just gonna ask. I don't know if this is live okay though, but for your photographer that took those photos,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty much the same one that's editing all of them, right?
Well, I have two different photographers, but they edit similarly. Actually, the more I post, the more I notice differences in them.
Okay.
One of them is very light, very bright, very airy. The other one, she adds a little bit more dimension in her photos.
Mhm.
So, like the ones that have all the leopard in them.
I think I know the
You
difference
can
in
tell
two
the
already too.
difference.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a
the one that
little
you
bit-
just posted with the sign.
Yes.
Very okay. I know exactly.
She adds, I think warmth is the best word.
She adds warmth, and also she lets a lot of whites play as the brightness.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Naturally.
She doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but I was asking, do you think maybe they can give you like a mobile preset of what they
Oh,
have?
that's a great idea.
Since I mean, you guys are still working together.
Sure.
It's not like you're just asking for that.
Well, I feel, and I've told
For at
you
least
this
the
before,
things
so I'm
that
gonna
you wanna
put
post
this in
on
your ear right now. again.
I know.
I feel like you should do I have presets that I bought,
Yeah.
and I love them, and that's actually one of the ones that I was putting on the filters. I mean, putting on my pictures, but Black women specifically, finding light, bright, that airy type of Instagrammy influencer vibe type photos, wash us out. Or we look gray, or we just don't look like I want to embrace the darkness of my skin, and when a filter washes that out too much, you feel like a fraud. So I'm not gonna use this on my skin. So finding a preset that complements the natural depth of our skin, but still gives that light, airy type of feel, is very hard. So you should create them.
My imposter system says otherwise. That's all.
You should create them. Hello, Joshua. Excuse me. Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? You should create them. Okay. Slap. What is your imposter syndrome? I'm getting what you call it to come back on the podcast, by the way.
Who?
Stephen Lewis.
Okay, I won't be here that week.
He posted about imposter syndrome not that long ago, and it was like, did you see it? Which one are you, Joshua? Let's discuss.
Oh man.
Hold on. He talked about, what month are we in? October. Okay. These are the four types. Five types.
Which weeks he's coming back?
5 types. Sometime in October.
Yeah,
I mean,
October I'm out. It's the whole thing.
But I think because he said, I was like, yo, so listen, tell me when you're available on Tuesdays because like we're gonna do this. It's gonna be a part 2 and I'm gonna be part of the conversation. And he was like, I'm actually busy now on Tuesdays. And I was like, well, that sucks. You should get July for you to come back. He's like, honestly, it's you guys' fault. I've never been busier since I've come on the podcast. Mind you, he's done OWN.
He
Come on, influence.
didn't want to take me on as a client. He's my arch nemesis.
The Perfectionist.
Wait, what is
I don't
his
know why.
job title technically?
I know, but I understand why he wouldn't want to though.
That's almost a conflict because I think he probably wanted to be able to still be your friend, and I don't
Yeah,
think he could do that.
I agree with those things. The Perfectionist. Micromanage, difficulty, delegating, set really high bars, perfect or trash.
Okay, so
That's you, isn't that?
Yes.
The focus is on the process rather than the progress. That is, they get stuck on how something happened and minimize what actually happened. Shout out to me too a lot.
okay, so I've checked 3 of those 3.
Okay, I might tiptoe in like the perfectionist zone. Okay, the next one, the soloist or individualist. Need to do everything by themselves, helps reduce the significance of the accomplishment. Needing help is a sign of failure.
Okay, yeah, so I'm on 4 for 4.
Okay, did you raise your hand as well?
Meeting help is a sign for failure?
I was like, sir. Superman, Superwoman, find downtime wasteful, always producing. I'll sleep when I'm dead, looking to next accomplishment, usually juggles multi-roles and has to do them all really well. Kev, are you all of these?
I used to weigh in more on that, but I think the past 2 years I've been
You've worked on it?
tried to slow down in the times where I should slow down.
Okay. This one is me. Yeah, this one is me. Expert. Always seeking trainings to validate knowledge. Has to meet every requirement in order to apply. Always feel like they don't know enough. I feel like he made this and was like, I'm gonna at Melissa.
That did probably not gonna work for them. The following 15th, can we do that Monday? They do it Monday and
The
Tuesday.
16th?
15th.
That's the 16th.
I'm sorry, the 16th.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine. Next one, natural genius. Stuff comes easy. Labeled as a smart one at an early age. Hasn't really had to deal with adversity. That's not me. I don't feel like there's anything that comes natural for me.
No, I mean, for what I do, I've definitely worked for it.
Same.
Like, there was nobody in my family, maybe the exception of an uncle that had a camera, but I never had, like, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Those are good.
Yeah,
Those
and
are
so
good.
I want him to talk about those more, and I just want him to at me. That's all. I want you to come on the podcast and then at me.
And then square up,
Yeah, and then absolutely.
because we are fighting.
You know, this is the other thing. When I applied for that insurance, because my phone number is 253, this is how I know that they're all the insurance companies. They're all Washington phone numbers that are calling me. Okay, ready?
Yes.
If you guys are all part of the Blue Hive, I just want you guys to know that I was only 3 minutes late. I arrived at 10:03, but Kevin and Angel were still podcasting, so I left to go get McDonald's. and then we sat here and talked for another 45 minutes.
With that,
We actually need to hurry up because our meeting's at noon.
camera speeds, sound speeds. Is it really?
1. Maybe
This
it's
is
at
a
1.
mentor. This is a. I need to go by UPS. They close at 2.
Why would they close so early? No, it's at 1:30. Yeah, it's at 1:30. Okay, that's plenty of time. They said the mics aren't working.
Yeah, it's not plugged in.
Where do you need to plug it in?
Well, for the live, that adapter is gone.
Live is off the phone. Can we order another one?
We can. I just really would like to find. I hate losing stuff, so I feel defeated when
Yeah, but it's been like 2 weeks.
Wait, what are you
we don't
looking
usually
for?
go live off this anymore. That's why I was.
Y'all are just listening off the phone. The mics are plugged into the camera. How does this sound, Josh? Is her heater?
It's camera audio.
You know what I'm saying? Does the heater sound good within the mic?
You sure you can hear? Because when we were the kids, when Kev got up and went over there, you literally could not hear the kids at all.
I'm talking about the heater though. It's a hum. It's
Oh.
not the. Oh, you can turn on low.
It was on loud.
Oh, that's loud.
Yes, we hear the heater. Fine.
See, it wasn't just me.
Just because the kids was in there.
You couldn't hear
I was like,
anything.
listen, that does not even correlate
No,
at
it
all.
is the same thing in my mind. But I was like, literally, my hair is not in the room too. But
Do
literally,
what she wants.
that's why, because I can't.
That's why I didn't bring it up. But then you asked, I was like, even a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you can use. Remember this? You can use this.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
the warmer.
Oh my god. Remember that? That's the watch. Adjust your temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just been going off live through Zoom when you had guests, so we haven't done this like this.
Okay. I'm ready.
Speeding.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to. What happened?
Postmates on the way.
Yeah, right. How does it feel?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Love Hour Podcast. I'm your host, Miss Kev, on stage, and I'm joined by my husband and co-host.
Kevin V. Fredericks. On stage.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And we're here with another episode of the Love Hour Podcast. And what we're going to do today, once again, is answer your questions. Part of the reason why is because. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
And that's exactly the
And
reason.
that's what's going to happen. We have randomly been getting this or that requests.
We ain't done that in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what someone sent it. Like a couple people randomly like sent it to me all in 1 week, and I was like, I don't know where this is coming from. It just felt random. Girl, I'm always talking fast. Oh, Catherine said I'm talking fast. I just talk fast. So we will answer your questions. I didn't answer all of the questions the last time because we ended up focusing on the like sexting over those
Yeah.
campaigns. And so we did actually get a few questions that we didn't answer, so we'll go over those. And then I received an email talking about relationships between men and women,
Mm-hmm.
if that's a thing that can happen.
Friendship, you mean?
Friendships.
Okay.
So I actually want to start with that one. Okay.
Why can't we be friends? Cause my wife tripping or my husband tripping. It's not gender based.
Okay, the I won't say who it's from, but he signed it the King of the North,
Hilarious.
and it says the subject is females BFF. So I have been married for almost a year now. December it'll be a year. My wife and I have been. Nope. Okay. My wife is having a hard time. I'm just gonna edit this as I speak. My wife has been having a hard time accepting my female best friend of 15 years. My wife feels the other friend.
Take your time, baby.
Okay. My wife feels the only friend a man needs and should have when he is married is his wife. I've never put my friend first or anything like that. At this point in our lives, we are those friends that call to check in special occasions, but also when ish hits the fan. My best friend is like my sister, only blood can make us closer. I'm the godfather to 2 of her 3 children, and she doesn't like that either. I was raised in the North and she is from the South. I feel like it is almost a cultural difference, even though we both black.
Hmm?
Please help. What's BR very respectfully?
Very, very.
The King of the North. Okay. What are your thoughts on men and women being friends, specifically when? So the way that I read the email, and of course the problem with emails, you never get tons of context. So there's a lot that you
Yeah.
have to infer and assume in order to come up to, what your quote unquote advice would be. So from the way that I read this, and because it's not mentioned, I imagine the best friend is unmarried.
Yeah.
Okay, he's married, and I also imagine that his relationship with his best friend clearly, maybe it's not so clear, but my assumption is that it predates his relationship with his wife.
Yes.
Okay, so with all of that being said, to me that means that while you and your wife were dating, she also knew of said best friend.
Right.
Okay, so does marriage change how you feel about her? Did you already have reservations about best friend prior to getting married, and maybe you didn't say anything for whatever reason, you didn't feel like you had a place, whatever, because you were just girlfriend, and now things are changed because you're married? Like, what are your thoughts on this scenario?
Well, for me, Kevin, one of the results of being with you since I was 16 is the female friends that I have. The majority of them that are shared friends from that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are new female friends are usually either one or two things. Angela Marcus, she's a female friend, but I'm also friends with her husband, and we're friends with them as well. Or they are industry friends or relationships. I don't have any non-industry friends, non-married couple friends that are women that are new. I don't even know how I could meet. I don't even think it's possible that I could meet a new woman that's not someone I work with or want to work with and that be a friend. With all that being said, if we were getting married now at good old 37, I think it's highly unlikely that you don't have a friend of the opposite sex. I think where it gets dicey for a lot of people is kind of what you said. It's like when we become serious, she needs to not be as friendly, because I feel like people think it's a not a red flag, but a potential issue.
Right.
You know, how y'all was friends, and then we had too much to drink, and I didn't know I liked her, and it just happened. I think that's where a lot of people go, and I think because that happens so often, people have a legitimate concern about that. Now, on the other side of that, I think a lot of times people can be strictly platonic friends. I just think that hasn't been modeled as much, especially with men. It's hard. Men generally or genuinely.
Is that genuinely and generally?
Yeah, genuinely and really are accused, often rightfully so, of only having friends that they want to be more with.
Right.
Even if they don't come out with that, it's like, okay, put me in the friend zone because maybe I want to be out that friend zone later. There hasn't been a lot of model behavior of men who are just, I want to be your friend and that's it, and I will never take a shot at you or anything like that. So I think people go into these relationships with all that in their head, you know, or something like that happened to them. And I think that's why it's difficult. It's going to take, you know, on social media, we'd be like, I could do it.
Yeah.
But then when it happens, it'd be like, oh, y'all just going to lunch.
Yeah.
You know? You want to say something?
No.
Yeah, so I think it's complicated. It's hard to speak generally about this because it is like two people thing. I don't, you know, just speaking for me, I just want to be like, hey, this is Veronica. I met her at Starbucks. We're gonna have lunch.
Well, that's a new friend. I think the problem is that, well, it's like multi-layered. I think for me, it would be very important for me to become, at the very least, have some sort of acquaintance. We don't have to be BFFs, but I would need to at least know the woman, like to have some type of rapport. And it was funny. I was talking to the Boo Hive about this, or the book club about this earlier, and they were like, "Yeah, but you don't have to be BFFs with the girl." And I actually agree with that. And it's not the best friend's job or her responsibility to carry the trust that I have in her. It's with my husband.
Right.
But at the same time, I would want to at least have some sort of relationship. I'm not the type of woman that would be comfortable with you having a friend a woman that I just didn't have any sort of type of relationship with. I feel like that unknown would cause me to make up scenarios and stories and allow my mind to wander, and it just wouldn't be good for you, it wouldn't be good for me, it wouldn't be good for her. Like the three of us would just be horrible.
You turn into J.K. Rowling. I just got creative story. Now I got this and that and lands and
100%.
And it's all bad.
Yeah. No, someone said, no, she needs to be our friend. And I think that's how, like, at the very least, there would need to be some sort of relationship where, and again, some of it does have to do with, like, let me understand her character, her integrity, her morals, her values. Yes, I want to trust my husband, but at the same time, I don't even want you around her. You know what I mean? Like,
you speaking for you, Melissa?
Yes.
You definitely do not lie.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying.
I want you to put more emphasis on how much you do not lie.
No, time out, because what you're not going to do is play me. So the reality is, the list of women where I'm just like, I'm not comfortable with that is less than 5.
No, I'm not talking about in our real life. I'm talking about in this hypothetical situation.
Wait, what are you saying that I'm not saying?
I want you to be like, I even more dramatically explain how you would be acting.
How would I be acting?
You and Melanie are the same person.
Say more, because you ain't said nothing.
Mel, let's look at Mel.
No, that's not looking at
No, because I'm going to come
back.
back to you. I'm going to come back to you because you and Mel, same person would come to this here.
Okay, come on then.
Greg be on here. Hey, I'm Goosey, finna be doing my building stuff. Mel be like, first time all, you be building our house. This is what? No, you are the subdued version of that. The energy is the same. You ain't Mel, but you are like,
Okay, so listen.
Right.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah, it's more, okay, so listen.
Or heavy, you would be heavy attitude. Did you have some time, a good time with your little friend?
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
That's you, but the energy is the same. Expressed differently. Mel is loud and Beyonce, you are on some.
But I just said that.
I just feel like you didn't really say as
The
much as
point
I want you to.
But this is the other thing that I don't feel like even me myself personally. It's case by case.
Okay.
So there
Say
are.
more.
Okay, I am. There are some friends that you have that you met first.
Yeah.
That
you mean
now,
I met before you were introduced to them?
No, simply met first. For example, Shari and Sharice as an example.
Okay.
You met first, y'all were all friends.
Industry
first,
friends.
whatever. Industry friends met first, whatever. I'm now so cool with them and friends with them that like, y'all gone.
I actually totally forgot about that. They've become our friends for sure.
That's what I'm saying. And so that type of relationship where I'm friends with them and I know them so much and I do consider them friends, there's no like, go live your life. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then that's case by case because there are some friends that maybe you did meet first and I could be like acquaintances with them and I would still be like, so where y'all going?
My eyes are lit up.
So what you finna do? What time you gonna be back? And you going with who? It's just the two of y'all. Someone else can reach. You can't ask Joshua if maybe he want to come. Like would be, those would be like that would be my vibe, and that has more to do with. And listen, there's a saying that is, "I trust my husband, I don't trust her." Well, if you don't trust her, nothing can go down unless your husband also allows it.
Right.
So by saying that, you're saying you don't trust either, and I think there's truth to that.
For sure. So you don't trust me?
So I guess maybe that's what I'm saying. I guess the point is that
and
I'm not saying I don't trust you and that I don't trust you.
Oh.
But I also feel like I'm not finna put nobody in a compromising position to fail.
A potentially
compromising position to fail.
That's fair.
It's the same thing.
And I also wouldn't do that my own self.
That's what I'm saying. You have to know your boundaries. Even if you trust, like, that just is unwise. You know, it was like we read this thing or we listened to something, and they were like, you have to give your spouse enough room to hang themselves. Remember when we used to
Enough
say
rope to
that?
hang themselves.
Enough
Yeah.
rope to hang themselves. And I used to be conflicted about it then, and now as I'm older, I'm still like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think
That was your cue to speak.
no, it's how do I say this? There has to be trust, right?
Okay,
Or you are gonna drive yourself crazy,
I agree.
right? So you and if you're not trusting, you will create scenarios and things that don't exist and make them exist and turn nothing into something, and then now you have a legit problem, right? We've talked about this before. I had a friend who had been cheated on a couple of times, and then she just assumed people were going to cheat on her, so she would back them in and accuse them, and then when they tried to break up with her, she wouldn't allow them, so people would just end up cheating on her
Yeah.
but it was like she created that environment in some ways. You know what I mean? You disagree?
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm trying to make sure I understand I think I understand what you're saying. I'm not quite sure you're saying it correctly. But I think I understand.
She goes, I understand what you're trying to say, but I know what you want to say, and you're not saying it the way I know
Yeah,
you're trying to
that's
say.
essentially what I'm saying. I think I understand the sentiment behind what you were saying. I'm just
Mind
not
you,
quite sure.
she said this to me verbatim, so you are disagreeing with her of her own life.
Yes, I am. The reason why.
Yeah.
That's fine. The reason why is because I think that there is a little bit of like victim blaming there.
No, this is her words, not mine.
No, and that's fine. I think she is owning.
Oh, she said
someone.
she's blaming herself as a
Right.
victim.
She's blaming herself for someone cheating on her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's saying she created the environment, she created stuff that wasn't there. When the guys tried to break up with her, she wouldn't allow them, and she clung to them. So they ended up cheating on her because they, anyway, man, I'm not speaking for this girl.
Well, go
This is
on,
her
finish
life.
your thought. I mean, who am I to disagree? Who are me?
Who are you? You are you to disagree with her own.
Listen, if that's how she feels, I mean, whatever. I think we do all have trauma. I think that we often project our trauma onto other people. I also think there is a case to be made in which you are comfortable around a certain level of dysfunction.
Fair.
And when things are normal, you're uncomfortable. So you create the dysfunction
Fair
to
enough.
be comfortable.
Shout out to Big Leap.
Yeah. I didn't know that was big leap energy, but that's also just true, like in psychology.
Yeah, things are going too well. You're
Oh,
like,
sure, I get
this
that.
is not.
And
this
so
is
you
going too well.
self-sabotage
Let me
that.
sabotage this because
Okay,
this
I
and
get
that.
that. Yeah. And I think I think we all do that. Yeah, you're right. That would be like an upper limit problem. Like, ooh, things are going really too well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite sure what's happening. We haven't argued, we haven't done this, so I need to pick an argument. And it's not that it's that like conscious and
No,
that
for sure.
aware of it, but most definitely you can create dysfunction because that's far more comfortable than when things are calm and healthy. Really.
Yes.
When unhealthy is so comfortable.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree with that. That it is upper limit problem. So while we're talking about upper limit, which we love the upper limit, we also want to talk about you upping your home decor game by talking to you about FrameBridge.
FrameBridge, Gus.
So I'm gonna stop because we actually need to read this, and then it's a make good because they said we didn't, but even though we really did talk specifically, so I don't want to rush it. So we
Okay.
can just come back and do the things afterward. Okay. Okay, and we are back. Thank you so much to.
Oh, we're not doing the ads right now.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to read
Oh, I
it.
thought you were gonna stop and read it.
No. Because I want to make sure that we understand the experience that they want. Because
Got it.
last time they said we didn't. have it.
Understand.
All right, thank you so much to FrameBridge for sponsoring the podcast. And now we're going. Did we get all the squeeze out of that?
I don't know if we ever said whether we can be friends or not.
Oh, so thank you.
Now, also, I want to say something while I
Say
go on the
it.
subject. As much as I'm making fun of Melissa, I can't think of a time outside of work friends that you've had like, hey, this is my new male friend,
No.
and I would fight.
Oh, I know. There is
I'm
an
probably
example.
worse.
Oh, he's far worse. There was a time when we were somewhere and we were all in the car. Kevin normally likes to sit in the front seat because he's tall. And Kevin was going to sit in the front, and the guy was like, okay, then I'll just sit in the back. And Kevin was like, I'll sit in the back. fine. I don't even remember. Do you remember this? We were somewhere.
Kev's back there
And
like,
I feel like it was only preceded, maybe
Was
he
it back with you?
complimented
Were you in the
me.
back?
Yes, I was in the back seat. I don't remember where we were. It was somewhere cold.
Who is this?
And that's another thing. Kev just be saying things, and I'd be like, this
What
is
I
the
just be
most.
saying?
We were at when you were getting your hair done in North Hollywood.
First of all,
Or getting a haircut.
don't ever say
I'm
that like
sorry,
that.
you're right. For women, it's hair done, but for men, you're right. You were getting a haircut. We were in North Hollywood. Literally walking down the street. Okay, I must have just got my hair done. It was like on a Saturday when I was like, I'm the reason for vacation. I'm about to get dressed and go to the wherever, the beauty, the barbershop. So I'm walking because I never stay inside of the barbershop because it's actually really uncomfortable for me to be around a bunch of men like that. So I walk down to Mimi's, whatever the like beauty supply. You don't even know.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. I know the name. The
but
one that was
down-
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walk down. As I'm walking down, two men are yelling out of the car, "Hey, Ma, you look fine!" I text Kev because I'm thinking it's funny. Kev, these guys, I'm coming right now. Where are you? I'm about to.
With
First of
half
all,
a haircut.
They're in
got the
Sacramento
cape
right
on.
now.
You got the cape on.
Because they're just like quite literally.
Don't nobody call you fine, cuz I'll fire
Oh,
on
if
everybody.
you don't go on and get up out of here in my face talking this nonsense, but also I just don't. Number one, I don't really even entertain that type of energy. But it's just like, Kev, this because I'm so forthcoming with like, "Ooh, Kev, guess what just happened? Ha ha ha!" But he don't want to ha ha ha. With me.
Ain't nothing funny, cuz. I'll fight. I will kill. I'll stab. I'll get a thrill. You holler at my wife? I'll take your life. She is not pretty to you. She's
Anyways,
pretty to me only.
the point is
You are
that
blind, Bartimaeus.
blind. Listen, you gotta be churchy. about
Blind,
that.
blind
The
bowling.
point is that you are far worse than I am.
Far
And
worse. I wish you would have an
often-
industry friend. Hey, this is Jacob. I'm finna go have some avocado toast with Jacob. Oh!
Avocado toast.
Oh! Breakfast? Oh, now you eat breakfast. Every day
As
we're
many
like,
times.
you don't, oh, you always skip breakfast
As
with
many
me.
times as you want to go have breakfast or go for a hike. You know what I'm talking about. And I'd be like, okay. Sure.
Find you a little male friend. Find you a little industry friend.
I'm not even
Go
gonna do
down,
it.
no, go do
But
it.
I just want to say
I
that
like it. I feel so comfortable with you. Go on. Sleep in his bed. Go spend the night in his house.
all I
Live,
want to say
live with him.
all I want to say is the energy is not the same.
Live with him since you love him so much.
Live?
You want to talk about living?
Sure.
Do you want to talk about that time or you want to let it go?
They said you got Mel's energy precisely.
Mel has nothing on me when it comes to Melissa Fredericks. You understand me?
No, Mel's crazy though.
Mel is ludicrous.
We were talking to someone, I've said this often. I often say that we're two sides of the same coin, but I've started saying that she's the Hennessy to my Coke. Because I feel like that's a more accurate description to fully
Yes.
understand like our personalities. Like Hennessy and Coke, they go well together. I assume I've actually never had because I don't like Coke. But the point is that
Hennessy is fine with me. It's Coke. I
it's
don't love.
Coke that I don't like. That is what I look you just said. But like Hennessy will turn you up. That's brown liquor, ain't it?
Brown liquor.
Listen, you know how brown liquor get down in your system and make you like be crazy.
Who's that over there minding their business?
Listen.
What y'all looking at? Not
This-
me. You thought about me.
Danny is so crazy. She was at the house over the weekend. Kevin and I were talking. This girl gonna say, "What y'all over there talking about?" First of all, you're at my house. We're not at the club. Second of all, you need to chill all the way. Give me your cup, as a matter of fact. Just go and sit down somewhere and give me this cup. But you know, the brown liquor have you looking over at somebody way across the way, talking about they over there whispering. They got to be talking about me.
Who are those? Children? I bet they talking crap about me. What y'all over there watching? YouTube video? Bet you was in the shade
Oh
room.
my God. So my point is that's male energy all day. I'm just Coke. You know, maybe you get a little caffeinated, you might, a little bit, a little pick me up, a little something, but it ain't nothing gonna turn you out. You ain't gonna be terrible. You ain't gonna regret your decisions the next day. That's
With
it.
Coke?
With Coke.
I think you're a little more than Coke.
I am Coke.
Yeah, Hannah's hand.
I might give you a splash.
Like a cherry
man.
Coke.
A cherry Coke.
No, of Hennessy. Not a splash of cherry Coke. A splash of Hennessy.
I'm not.
Very special. VSOP.
Oh, we just learned that. Yeah, the very special something. Okay, anyway, what's your answer on this? Oh, they said it's cherry Pepsi, not cherry Coke. Wait, it's not both?
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know either.
My answer is it would be ludicrously hard for me to let Melissa have a brand new friend. I'm just grateful.
This isn't a brand new friend. This is 15-year friendship.
You don't have none of them.
So what if it was? No, Kev's not here for it because even when my godbrother was trying to stay with us, she was like, nah.
This is what we talking about. I didn't think you was gonna bring it up. Let me tell you. This is why Melissa want to live with people. Let me tell y'all what happened, okay? Me, Kevin, I'm living in Los Angeles. Me and Zay Zay on set of Little Rascals. We got our little studio apartment in Burbank. Paid for by the studio. Shout out to Warner Brothers, whoever made that movie. Universal.
I think it was University.
Universal. Shout out to y'all for putting us up. I get me a call from my wife. Okay? Hey, Kev, my godbrother fell on hard times. My mom already talked to him about staying with us for a while. With his not us.
It was me and my sister.
With me, her and Joe.
Yeah.
Or her sister who was living in another house in Tacoma. I said,
wait, I saw Derek. I was like, is that Derek?
Yeah.
No.
Mind you, godbrother loose term.
No, it's not. Well, actually, I'm gonna agree with you. My god brothers, you know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The people introduced to me as her.
No, let me finish. Let me stop. So I have god brothers that my mom is their godparents, and then I have my god brothers who I would consider my god brothers. Like my god brothers, my god sister.
Yes.
And rest in peace to Michael. But they would be like their parents are my godparents, and I would consider them family. They would be them.
Yes.
Chad, Michael, Britt. They are my.
Which is
literally
fine.
blood.
I also would not have been cool with that. But at least I know them.
See, you wouldn't have been cool with that.
No. But they actually treated you like a sister.
Yeah.
There was never no other energy other than that. But I also knew them. And they were introduced like that. And you guys had history prior to that.
We had
right?
history prior to
In
that.
Hawaii, knew each
That's
other.
where we met Derek then.
Let me finish my story. Derek! Now his name is out here. Hope he ain't watching, but cuz you can see me anytime. I'll drop the location, cuz. Holla at your boy, Big Valley Energy. Hit me in the valley. That's where I be. A name I never heard.
You haven't?
No! Name above all name. Never heard the name. The first mention of the name, he wants to stay with me while I'm in LA?
Actually, it wasn't Derek.
It wasn't. I was going to steal an airplane, learn how to fly on the way to the airport. Isaiah, the movie's over. I don't care about your career. Your mom has lost her everlasting mind. If she thinks a man I have never met, I don't care if it is your godbrother, loose term, is gonna come sit up in the mortgage I pay. Well, Melissa pays most of it, but I chip in.
No, we were working at Boeing at the time.
Yeah, but you was making more than me. I covered at least 35% of it. My name's on the mortgage. You live where you finna sleep? Under my roof while I'm not there?
Give us this.
Heaven, hell. You better decide which one you're going to be at, because God's going to be sending you. And He's gonna be judging me too. I saw red. I remember where I was. I looked at, when you told me that, I said, hold on, let me look at this. I had to hang up.
I don't remember the conversation. I remember he wasn't having it. My mom was so mad because she was like, "Yeah,
Because she done threw
my godson." Because really, if it was Michael or Shad, I probably would have fought harder because those are literally. I've known them since we were in California before even Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like my dad's we're in California now, but my dad's very first duty station after he joined the military. I consider them like quite literally like Uncle Ron, Aunt Sharita, and those are my godbrothers. We went to school together. Like that's my family. And so I probably would have fought a little harder. But I asked on something like, my mom was like, he don't got nowhere to stay. Like he was having a really hard time.
Stay with her then.
She was gone. He was out here in
I
Washington.
don't care.
The point is,
Homelessness is a problem. We're working on it as a community. Join us down at Skid Row. Somebody will give you a sandwich. If I were home, it's a different conversation.
okay,
The answer is still no, but it's a different conversation.
okay.
I'm not even home. Can you imagine me being like, oh yeah, my god sister who you've never heard of, you're out in LA. My mom thought it'd be a good idea. She just came and lived with me while you're gone. A girl you've never heard of.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Can you imagine?
But I.
And the way they set it up is not we was already talking about it.
Because we were.
I'm getting upset even thinking about it.
Kim always feel like everybody's out to bum rush him, and that's not true. We just have to have a preliminary conversation where that's my mama and my sister, even though you be
Your
lying,
mom,
thinking you be
whom
in
I
the
love,
stores.
had lost her mind for a moment.
Anyways,
She hadn't known that.
someone
ever.
said, so who is more jealous out of Kevin and Melissa?
Me by
See,
a mile.
I'm happy the truth is out. This is what happens. Kevin will frame me in a way, and when you're listening
She
to
is
him-
jealous though. She is jealous for
when
me.
you're listening to him
Love
frame
like
me,
a hurricane.
replace me with
I
him.
am a tree.
And that's the truth.
Remember the time I
projects-
wasn't jealous?
Kevin
Remember the
proj-
time I wasn't jealous and how you remember how you
Kevin
reacted?
projects the energy that he gives on me to the public, but it's not the truth.
Do you remember the time?
We're supposed to be answering questions, but what you're
It's
going
always
toward,
you.
what you're going toward is not about being jealous. This is what Kevin is talking about. I worked at Boeing.
Yeah, tell the people. Yeah, I was born.
It wasn't one of
Five.
thing.
No, that's
Oh, it was a five.
And I didn't know what that word meant either.
How you worked at Boeing?
I didn't work. And you actually did jobs. I scheduled planes. I didn't know no terms. I did data entry. You actually was literally
So you
working.
really didn't know what that meant?
No, Melissa. You didn't tell me till later, and I was like,
No.
oh.
Because I thought you knew.
No, Melissa, I didn't know what that word
Well,
meant.
that gives a lot of context that I didn't have in the moment. I didn't know that till right now. 37 years
A
later.
fob to me, the first time I figured out was that. The second time is the key thing. The boop.
Oh, when I heard about it for the key thing, I was like, well, how is this a fob?
Yes. Tell the story so
Okay.
you can understand why I wasn't as upset.
Okay, so
I don't know. And Boeing had 8 billion acronyms.
that's true.
And they were,
It was
you have
like
4
literally its own
acronyms for the
language.
same
Yeah,
thing.
no, it was its own language. That's 100%.
And you was on the defense side. You was on the actual, my
yeah,
work
but with
goes into
airplanes,
plane.
fobs are, it's not fob, it's FOD.
Five, you're right. But you also go, before we finish this, let's take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. Thank you so much to our sponsors
Okay.
for sponsoring the episode. Without them, we wouldn't have no show because YouTube demonetizes everything we do on this show.
That's true.
So listen to the ads and click the clicks. So your work actually went into the factory.
Yes.
You actually had planes
Yes.
in your job.
Yes.
I never had to go into the factory.
But you scheduled the airplanes.
Listen, but
Your
by
work, you
scheduling,
literally were upstream from my job.
I never know upstream or downstream.
No, you were upstream, meaning you're scheduling when things are being
was
done.
before you.
Yes, so that
Oh, that's
triggers
terrifying.
me to buy what I needed to buy.
Somebody check my work. All I did was say, Ryanair wants a 737.
Correct, by
Here-
this date.
By this
And
date.
it backdates that, which backdates parts and when they need to be ordered
I
based
know
on
that.
lead time. That's my job.
But all I did is say, Ryanair's plane's coming on this day. Here's the line number. Here's the configurations. It's extended range. It's traditional 737. It should be out of the factory by this day. And here are their selections.
Okay, this is
But
so-
then my job ends. I never find out, does this actually happen? Nobody on my team actually inspects these planes. I didn't go into the factory unless I just wanted to go to their, they had a different cafeteria. They had different food. I was tired of eating our stuff. I said, let me go somewhere in the factory. And that was rare.
the commercial.
They had different vending machines too.
So it's very high level. It's scheduler, planner, and then like procurement kicks in.
Yes.
Okay, this is what it is, you guys. So we worked at Boeing. I worked in procurement. And for those who don't know, procurement is I would actually literally buy the parts for the airplane. So I would negotiate pricing, do lead time, make sure things were on time, make sure they were quality. If things didn't work, we had to ship them back, make sure they were all squared away, get them back on the floor, meaning the plant floor of the factory, so that way the technicians could like put the parts on the plane to get the plane to working and get it to the customer on time. That's why I say you were upstream from me.
Yeah.
Because all of that made, it would just, you would plug in a date and it would backdate everything, and that would be the trigger, you know, for me to buy stuff. So I was a procurement agent at Boeing. So with that said, oftentimes what would happen is, well, two things. Number one, I worked on like the third or fourth floor, and when downstairs on like the ground floor, there was like, I don't want to call it a cafeteria because that's quite a bit. It was more like a shopette or
Like a cafe.
Cafe's even quite a bit, because it was more like a 7-Eleven, but we didn't really have hot food.
Yeah.
I guess
It was kind of like the Hudson News at the airport.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was, because I'm like, shop it, but if you don't work, look
Yeah,
at it, you
yeah.
know what that means. Okay, so anyways, that's kind of was like, so I would go downstairs, you know, 3 o'clock when you're kind of like ready to get off work, and get like a snack, a cup of coffee, whatever. It's like a pick-me-up. Of course, on the factory floor, all these airplanes are there, and it's just a bunch of men. Like, that's who worked on the factory floor. Just quite literally a bunch of grimy, middle-aged men. That's who worked on the factory floor. So on Fridays, we had what's called, dress down Fridays or whatever. So in Washington, I wore a lot of like sundresses. Number one, because sundresses are like sweatpants, but you can wear them to work.
Yeah, booty be loose in sundresses.
So anyways, I have on the sundress, and I'm walking to the cafeteria, and one of the dudes on the factory floor says to me, like yells, "Girl, you making me want to do a FOD check in that dress." FOD stands for Foreign Object Debris. And what happens when you're doing airplanes is that there are some parts that are so critical, really anything, that if you had a bobby pin from your hair that fell off and got somewhere in the airplane, the plane could literally fall, like it can mess it up and fall out of the sky. Like literally there are some parts in airplanes that are that sensitive. So at the beginning of every shift, the technicians had to do a FOD check, which is basically you go through, you check the airplane from the back to the front, from one wing to the other wing, and you ensure that you didn't leave anything at the beginning of the shift and at the end of your shift, and everybody did this. So that you're like looking in all the nooks and crannies of the airplane, trying to make sure that, you know, someone wasn't eating on the airplane and they left the cap to their water bottle.
First of all, you were sexually harassed.
Literally.
At work.
It was, like, I'm not over exaggerating. This is sexual harassment. Like the meaning behind what he was saying
He want to feel all up on you real close.
is sexual
nice
harassment.
and slow like Usher.
That
Huh?
in absolute real life, this is sexual harassment.
Want to fill you up.
So I'm like, oh my, I almost stopped going downstairs. He actually talked to me like 2 weeks later. I went down there again, and I was going back, like I would like run, basically go get whatever I needed and come back to the elevator. And he like chased me down and was like, "I just want to let you know I am so sorry. Like I really didn't mean it that way, and I understand that it may have come out like that, but like," and I was just like,
How else could you mean it?
But remember, I told my manager.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like this was inappropriate, and I don't know if she said something or whatever, but he was like, I just want to let you know, like, you know, I'm sorry. So anyways, I have this conversation with my husband when we get home. Kevin, he's the husband in this story, and I'm like, oh my God, like this happened at work, and like, Loki, I feel like this is sexual harassment. Like it's not like overt, but like it's kind of like subtle sexual harassment, right? And Kev's response was like, the energy that you see right now, it wasn't that energy.
But you won't tell him why.
Yeah, why though? So you can
Because
lie.
your old job, when
Uh-huh.
I flipped out the last time, you got mad.
Yeah, but that was a different scenario. I wasn't sexually harassed.
Melissa's working at a bank.
This is
Okay.
just story time.
No, it's story time because they're gonna hear the whole thing.
This is story time.
Melissa's
Kevin
work.
and Melissa. No, Kevin's not triggered. I'm triggered because I don't understand why he wasn't mad.
I'm gonna tell you why. Melissa's working at the bank. Hey, dude, this isn't sexual, but he talks.
No, that's
Girl,
the biggest
will you
difference.
let me
No,
tell
I'm not.
something?
Okay, fine.
She does something. I don't remember the beginning of the story, but I remember when I was pissed. And he talked crazy to Melissa via email, and I lost it. We talked about this in the first Love Hour tour, which we never released that video. I was like, Melissa, I'm gonna come to the branch. I'm gonna beat the brakes off this dude. And if I get fired, when I get fired, I would have done my justice. I don't know who he thinks he's talking to.
Wait, what'd you say happened?
This is what I responded
Oh.
when you told me what he said
Mhm.
through email.
Yeah.
Okay? You can CC me, and then you can CC these hands. I was going to come to her branch in Hard Bottoms and physically assault. And he was like 5'3", 5'5",
He was
little white dude. I was like, for my ancestors.
about as big as I am.
I'm finna beat the brakes off of you on your 10-minute break. You gonna come back to lunch with a black eye and almond joy. Okay? Live it! How? And this was, he just talked crazy, Melissa.
He didn't. He just like all caps me, and it was completely honest.
No, he told you what you could do. And he tried to talk, he talked,
I don't remember exactly.
like
but
Angel says, he talked cash crazy to me.
Yeah.
Melissa got mad because I overreacted. I don't need you to do all this. You always trying to fix it. I wasn't telling you for that. This and that and this. You doing too much. So when this happens, I'm like, in my mind, the last time something like this happened, I flipped out. I don't know what a FOD is, so I feel like Kevin Hart in 40-Year-Old Virgin. First of all, you're using a lot of words I understand. So I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Watch your mouth. I didn't know what a FOD was. So in my mind, I'm like, I need to calm my inner rage because the last time I was gonna flip out, she didn't like that. But much to my chagrin, this time she wanted me to flip out.
So provide context, Kevin. I don't know how we got there, but we're here now. The context is that when I was at the bank, I had just started at that branch. I had just finished a management training program, and I started at that branch. He just has one of those like jerky personalities, very much like Brett from Married at First Sight.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
his person. It's just very sarcastic.
For sure, he is him.
Yeah, he is, and he just sometimes has like, you're just a jerk. Can you just not be even to this day? He's just that type of person. So, anyways, I just started at the branch. I just finished the management training program. We're like 23 because I don't even think I had Isaiah. I was even pregnant, just out of school, college, and so I'm like, you are responding like I need you to be my daddy. You're responding like him and Jason, Kevin's brother, were like, I will go up, we will roll up here right now, we will fight this dude. Like, Kevin was trying to come like that day, and I was
That
like,
moment in time.
how did we get here?
I'm gonna
Like,
beat him
it's
up on
not-
the day
I'm
he
here-
emailed you.
I'm trying to like vent to you that like, I cannot believe this dude did this. Like, all I need to do is vent, and I went back and told him like, on some real, like, I felt like that was disrespectful. I think it was uncalled for, it was unnecessary. Like, I don't need that type of energy from me. And I did have that conversation with him. I just needed my husband to be like, yeah, you do need to have that conversation with him because he's out here tripping. And he was trying to come up to my job and like wholly get me fired. Like, you was gonna go to jail, I was gonna be fired, and then that was just gonna be the story that we had to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's not even what I need right now. Fast forward, probably I was at the bank for what, 7 years, 6 or 7 years. Fast forward 6 or 7 years when I'm at Boeing, and he's correlating that scenario to me being literally sexually harassed. And even if the energy wasn't like, I'll be at your job tomorrow, I just needed you to be mad. Because that's really what I wanted in that moment. I just wanted you to be mad with me. I didn't want you to come fix it. Why does it sound like the same argument we've had for the last 20 years? I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to meet me where I am. In my anger.
I didn't know how else to not be. Like the reaction I
You
had.
still don't. For
No.
16 years.
The reaction I had you didn't like. So this next time I'm like, all
Your
I really
swing though. Your
That's
swing.
what I'm saying. All I really know is hands for this scenario. So it's hands, and you don't want hands, and it's like, what then? Tell me why. This is why Joe be doing all my stuff.
I know.
He said, fair enough, like me. He said,
I
tell
know,
me
listen.
why. You think he mean, but he also is.
Oh,
So anyway,
man.
it will be hard for either of us.
Maybe that's the point.
Melissa said the other day, this is so funny to me. She said, Cam, you just be on set all day, then you come home to me.
Well, when did I say that?
Remember you were saying I be gone all the time?
That's
Then
almost time I said, but I don't remember.
We were shooting the show last 2 weeks.
When did I mean it? Because I
You
don't
were just
understand
like,
the
you were
context.
on set all day and then you just come home and then you be like, you was just gone.
But what was I trying to say?
I be gone too much.
Oh, that's what I was trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then that's accurate.
Like, you know what I'm doing, you know who's there, or you just out here being gone.
You do be being gone.
I be working.
Gone.
My work is out. Between you and Joe, I can't do nothing. Zay's the only one who don't care about me.
Whatever. Okay, did we answer the question? Because listen, we need to move on to the
we
question.
need to move on. We need to move on. You try to have that man come live with you while I was living in LA. He was on one another.
Joshua, when you're in relationships, how do you respond to your girls having men live with them?
I think new friends is different.
What did you say? You think?
I think prior friends, there's already context there, but like who's the new?
Who's the new?
Why are you meeting new people with
Yeah,
me?
no, you don't gotta meet nobody new anymore.
Are you jealous?
I can be.
Really?
I can be.
So it's the men's.
I know I'm jealous. I ain't gonna hide. I'm like my God. God's a jealous God, and I'm his son. I'm gonna be just like my father.
He is
in
jealous of me. The songwriter
He
said.
is jealous for me.
That's
Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree.
first of all. I don't like them calling my God toxic. This sounds toxic.
God is in the Bible. He was like,
It's a toxic God.
He's a
God
toxic
has
God?
so much. Oh, bet. Okay, y'all. Oh, you want to repeat myself?
Right.
You touched the ark. What I tell you? Dead.
Bye.
Dead. Oh, you want to put other gods before me? Dead.
I don't think that God is toxic.
He's jealous though.
Okay. Someone said they believe men are more jealous than women. I think I agree
For sure.
that, although Mel will give you a run for your money though in real life. She kind of crazy.
Mel's head would have exploded if your mom had called and said, or Greg's mom had called and said, a man's coming to live with her while she's somewhere else.
I don't know why she didn't call Mel, but maybe she was still in college.
Why your mom didn't call me?
Because this is, okay.
And we can move off to after
I don't
that.
know if we're going to move. This is Kev's problem. Kevin, for some reason, really thinks that my family is his blood family.
First of all, they are. I know everything and
Listen,
everything.
am I about to bust you out on this story?
Bust me out! Bust me
Am I
out!
about to let you live?
But no, bust me out!
This is what
Oh, so
happened.
you're gonna bust me out?
I was talking to my sister and my mom.
Go ahead.
On
Go ahead and
Sunday.
tell the story.
You ain't
Tell
gonna let me
it.
finish. So Kev was on the live, the Patreon, on Here's the Thing. I think it was a bonus episode. Anyways, he was telling this story about my sister, okay?
Our sister.
He
Monique.
often says my sister, and he's talking about one of my sisters, okay? Melanie, Monique, they are my sisters. Mine.
All
he's
you have on me
telling-
is what, 12 years?
12. We met when we were 16.
That's what I'm saying. You only have no male 12 years longer than me. That's it.
Oh, I got you.
And she wasn't even like a 4-year-old baby for some of that, so she doesn't remember. So 8.
Wait.
What grade is Mel in? 7?
When we met?
No. Yeah, we met. Or 6.
I
No,
don't think
7.
you, yeah, I don't think you met her when we were at.
Because Nick was in 9th grade, so Mel was in 7th.
Yeah.
I met Mel when she was JoJo's age.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wow.
JoJo is 12.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's when I met Mel.
Yeah, but
That
there's,
is my sister.
But there's still time in which you don't know her. Okay, we're gonna take a break before we tell the story. So hold on.
Hold on real quick. That was the homeowner.
Oh, Simon's calling me too.
That's who I was trying to call.
Here, take it
Or trying to answer.
and tell him Friday.
Hello? Hey, how are you? I missed your call. We were shooting.
JoJo is in the house in Washington, New York, correct? Yes,
Oh.
Kevin does talk about Mel more than. Well, actually, that's true.
Oh, it's in the business. It's,
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Okay, do you want me to give you my personal number then?
How do you feel about the terms work wife, work husband? Kev doesn't like those terms. Kev doesn't like work wife, work husband. What is Josh's star sign? Like, what's his zodiac sign? Actually, Josh's birthday is the same day as my sister's. So he is a Gemini. His birthday's June 6th. I'm pretty sure he's a Gemini. Oli, 1:30. Today's topic is nothing. Girl story time. You guys can still hear Kev right now? I can't even hear him. Okay, you can't hear him. Are you done?
No.
Okay. Okay, no, they can't. Joshua, what's your sign? You're a Gemini, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a Gemini. But I've heard that Geminis have two sides. That's what my sister, yeah, see, Geminis are two people in one day. That's what my sister is. But I think male Geminis are different than women Geminis. Are you two, do you have two sides? My sister literally is like, I can be like,
Yeah.
not two-faced, but like, I can be like sweet and also a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Joshua agrees.
I can be. I mean, if you rub me the wrong way, though.
Okay, let me know
If you rub me the wrong way.
Like, if you, for me, I feel like it comes out if.
What do you say?
They wouldn't let them deposit into the business account. I didn't even think about that. You can't do that.
Why?
I don't know. Bank of America be tripping about that.
I think America's too
My
much.
butt be out.
Yeah, it does.
It just fell all. I was like, I didn't know what y'all talking about. Full cheeks.
I'm a Cancer. Cancer, they say, are sensitive.
Yeah, I didn't study much, so I never know. People
I
are like,
think you're a
"Ooh."
Taurus, which is a bull, right? Yeah, that's you. Okay. We're gonna tell the story. We're going in. So this is
And tell it right.
yes. It don't matter because however I tell it is wrong because you weren't there. Kevin tells the story on the Patreon. He told the story on the Patreon like 3 weeks ago.
Last week.
Where
You're already messing up.
it was like 2 weeks ago. Anyways, the point is he tells the story on Patreon where my sister was, what he said was she was vegan. And she went vegan and the meal that caused her not to no longer be vegan was Sloppy Joe.
Mhm.
Okay. And he said that this happened when we were in high school. That he inserts himself in this story, and that's why he upped it by probably 10 years at
Oh.
least. He put us in a completely different state. We weren't even in the we weren't even on the North American continent.
Y'all right, UW in his head.
When this happened, literally, this is what Kevin does. We tell him so many stories. We've been together for so long, so he's heard a lot.
Only 20 years.
He's heard
Only
a lot
longer
of
together than
stories.
she ain't been with me.
He's heard a lot of stories from my childhood, so much so that he remembers them where he is present, but he was not. So the truth is that this happened when we were in Germany. My sister was probably in 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade, if that, because we left Germany and she was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. So she's probably in 3rd or 4th grade, and she was vegetarian. Veganism wasn't even a thing in 1990.
I made it relevant to the day.
Nobody even knew what veganism was. It wasn't a thing in 1990.
Did she or did she not stop
So-
because of Sloppy Joe?
She became a vegetarian.
Did she or
For
did she
like
not stop
2
because of
weeks.
Sloppy Joe?
My mom did make sloppy joes.
And is that when she stopped?
And that is when she stopped.
Thank
So I'm on the phone talking to my mom and my sister, telling them, because I'm like, I so badly wanted to be like, this man is lying to y'all. But he says stuff, number one, with such conviction. Then he says, my sister. So you think it's based off his memory that you don't even realize he's retelling a story that he's heard.
They're all my sisters. Mel, Nick, Michelle. My sister has a name with M too. It's all the same.
This man be
Do
lying.
you want me to be their brother or not?
I want you to just tell the truth.
The truth is,
Truth.
she was a vegetarian, and she stopped because of Sloppy Joe. Now, when she calls her sister, what she said? I was on lasagna.
Yeah, she said it was lasagna.
So she don't even know her own story, no way.
Because she wrong.
So if she got the time wrong, I got vegan, vegetarian, interchangeable at best.
Can't be lying.
I don't be lying. I've been knowing y'all forever. Y'all don't even know nothing without me. Y'all didn't even know how to do 2 + 2 to humanity. Mel probably only has 5 or 6 years of memories that don't include me.
What? They still exist.
Mel and me are more closely alike in personality than anybody in Melissa's family.
Oh, that's
is
true.
Anybody else in Melissa's family. That's why that Spades doggone game, we have the same energy.
No, you guys are literally the same. But I also surround myself with people and friends that are more in line with your personality than mine.
Is that on purpose, you think, or
I
subconscious?
don't. It's clearly.
Well, you
subconscious.
can't. Well, Mel is your sister, so you didn't really have no choice in that.
Yeah, that's true. But like, if you look at, because even Shari and Sharice, I would say, are more. Sharice may be more like me,
No.
but Shari is more of a risk taker.
Yeah.
I think in general, I'm probably the most string of all my friends. I can't think of a more outside of like maybe Greg.
I'm about to say you and Greg are in
Yeah,
a
me
running
and Greg
for
are the same.
risk-averse people.
Yeah. But
It
Greg
makes
is
sense.
probably more stringy than I am.
For sure.
Yeah, but we are very much alike.
Greg is you a lot.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him the other day. He was like, "Hey man, I ain't listen. I was gonna work my 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of my personality is because of my upbringing.
Yeah.
My mom was an entrepreneur my whole life.
Sure.
That's all I was not like. My dad was cool. He provided stability. Maybe that's part of the reason I like listen is good. You know, because you was like Stability McGee.
Yeah.
But as for me in my house, my mom never worked a regular job. And she was always hustling. So anyway. But Mel, where do you think Mel got that from? Because she didn't see that model. But I guess in some ways she's still doing a 9 to 5. She's just doing what she wants.
Yeah, but Mel is more like my mom, and I'm more like my dad.
What do you mean?
In terms of, you know, my mom will be like, I'm moving tomorrow. And then
Oh, she will. And her mom is strong. Like
Yeah.
physically strong.
my
Like she
dad
moved
be like,
entertainment systems by herself.
I ain't doing that. Why should I do it? That ain't good enough reason. I'm gonna stay. Don't worry about it. I like it here. I like my money here. I like my stability here.
Her dad also, the most thing that they're like, her dad will make you believe he does not have 3 cents.
I just got off the phone with my dad, and he said, I was like, you know, what y'all doing, whatever. He said, you know, we over here, we eat seafood 3-4 times a week. I said, well, y'all must got money. He said, you know, I ain't got no money.
Her
Sir.
dad was
Sir.
in,
Sir.
first of all, retired military, then went and worked 12, 14-hour days for like 3 years, got
It was longer
abs.
than that.
It was longer than that.
Mhm.
And you ask that man for $5, he's like, ooh, you know I'm gonna have her dad will put money aside, and it does not exist in the world.
It is. I saw this like meme on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, this is so neat. And it was talking about the mindset of having, you know, this much money in your savings account, this much money in your checking account, and being like, oh, I guess I'm broke then. And I was like, first of all, that is my father. That is 100% my dad, and low key, that is me as well. Kev be like, how much money you got? $12. How much money you got over there? I didn't even think about that over there.
We was trying to.
I know what you was about to say. I'm trying to debate if I'm actually tell this story. It's tied up in a lot of stuff.
It's literally my mind was.
It's tied up in
Shut
a
up.
lot of stuff.
Remember, Michael Scott was like, "Green means go ahead and not say anything." Let's just say it is hell to convince Melissa we have $5.
Yes.
It is like, and it also has come in handy so many times, so I really can't even
Yeah.
fault you, because boy, I know I tell this awesome story all the time, but you want to talk about shock on one's face.
Oh, I know.
When I was like, let's get a 7-bedroom because our contract's gonna be 5 times, and they said no,
Yeah, they
and also nothing, and Melissa was like, you didn't even say I told you so.
No, I never have to.
But you relish that.
That I never have to?
Yeah, but it's said. You
It's
don't
not
say it,
said.
but it is said.
Joshua!
She'll look at me and be like,
I will look at
That's
Joshua.
what the fact that you don't say it doesn't mean it's not said.
it makes it better. To be
Oh,
Yes, it
we both know. You enjoy not having to say it.
That's true. That's true. Okay, I think this is the end of this episode. Do you have anything you want to offer King of the North?
Don't let people tell your wife that a man's moving in with you while you're in LA trying to chase your dreams and help your son become an actor.
You want him to
know that your mother-in-law would try you.
yeah, offer this man advice for his life, not yours.
Sometimes it's hard because you do need more context
Yeah, for sure.
for the thing, because the one thing I've learned from Dear Kev, a lot of times, not always, a lot of times people don't tell the part they messed up on.
Oh yeah.
They don't tell that part. They tell the part that makes them look the best. And I'm not saying this guy has or doesn't have that, but that's what I know. And it's just, relationships are so unique.
They are.
They are so unique, and it's hard to pass one-to-one advice for scenarios. And this is one thing Melissa and I don't deal with as much because we've been together for so long.
Yeah.
And we don't have a huge amount
Yeah,
of friends.
that's true, but or you mean the friends that predate me? Is what
Right.
you're saying.
There's very and that's also a casualty of being military.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you lose touch with those people. People
Yeah.
that predated Melissa. When I moved from El Paso at 16, I immediately lost. This is before social media.
Yeah.
So we could. This is doggone. This is gonna sound old. So old. No cell phones, and those calls now become long distance calls.
Mhm.
My mom was not gonna be letting me call people long distance.
100%.
You finna call text?
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah,
Me
absolutely.
and Melissa wrote each other letters
Mm-hmm.
in high school because we couldn't be calling long
Yeah,
distance.
that summer when you went to back to Texas.
Yes. Put them in the mail
Mhm.
because my grandma was not gonna let me call
Oh,
long
you should write me
distance.
a letter again. I'm not laughing because I'm serious. Okay, anything else you want to add? Thank you guys so much for joining us for today's Love Hour. I hope you enjoyed story time with Kevin and Melissa. I gotta figure out what to title this. I'll figure that out another day. Until the next episode.
Can't men and women be friends.
Yeah,
Story
men and
time.
women be
Let me tell you one thing I learned about this podcast too from this episode. We don't need much to make a full episode.
We don't need my.
I feel like a lot of times you be like,
I need all the.
you need everything, and we be
It's It's not my perfectionism. It's my expert.
yeah,
It's my
but-
expert imposter syndrome.
Zone of genius.
yeah. These are just light, fun episodes.
Yeah,
They don't have to be much.
that's all you want to say.
Yeah, I just was trying to tell you because you be like, you came here today like, and we talked about them for an hour.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for today's Love Hour podcast episode. Until next week, bye.
And Patreon, y'all stick around if y'all want.
All right,
You guys can do the
these
ads now? Okay.
I'll just do the Dear Cat ads too while I'm sitting here. Whatever happened to that dude? Where did he go live?
What dude?
That tried to live with us.
Dear?
Yeah. It was there?
No, I think it was.
I don't think it was, but
I don't remember.
You keep saying his name.
Uh,
You remember his name now.
terrible thing is I can't remember all their names. There was 4 of them. So I don't know.
You don't know where he left? Where he went and
I
lived?
think he stayed with Nick.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure he did.
We should text her and ask her since it happened in Germany.
You were listening. You heard me when I
Alright, he made a deposit.
instead of sending it.
Yeah.
Why could you not be able to make a deposit into a business account? That doesn't make sense.
I think there's a legal reason. Because it could be like shell companies or something. I don't remember.
That seems dumb. I can't figure out the logic.
We're still live, Lucia says.
That's fine. I'm just about to ask her if Derek lived with her.
Me and Monique get along better than Melissa and Monique.
No, this is kind of just like a lie that you perpetuate, but it's
Oh, now it's a lie?
it's kind of, or I guess a story that you. It's not true anymore. Is probably what I should. But remember, Mel was a lot younger than we were,
Yeah.
and now that we're older, it's not. The age gap isn't the same. Well, I mean, the age
I
gap
say
is
it's
the same.
really
But
talented.
what did he do? Let me see.
He's practicing VFX.
Oh, that's what they just filmed the other day.
I know. There's like, I literally, and I'm not even kidding you, I don't know how to do this. I really don't.
What?
You put laser eyes in.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, come on, Zay Zay.
I keep wanting him to film my
This kid really is
videos.
amazing.
All right, let's do this.
I want to let him watch stuff that's rated R just so he can keep getting better and tell better stories.
What do we have framed by Framebridge?
This kid is great.
All right, come on.
They really just be doing this on iPhone and stuff. What a great kid. He's so great. I mean, he came from my balls. It's such an amazing thing that I've created.
Come on. I have to tell you guys about an amazing new service I found called Framebridge. Framebridge makes it easier and more affordable than ever to frame your favorite things without ever leaving the house. Add a gallery wall to your home, office, or send the perfect gift. From art prints and diplomas to the photos sitting on your phone, you can Framebridge just about anything. Here is how it works. You're going to go to framebridge.com, upload your photo, and they'll send you packaging to safely mail. Nope. Just go to framebridge.com and upload your photo, or they'll send you packaging to safely mail in your physical pieces. Preview your item online in dozens of frame styles and gallery wall layouts. Choose your favorite or get free recommendations from their talented designers. The experts at Framebridge will custom frame your item and deliver your finished piece directly to your door, ready to hang, instead of the hundreds you pay at a framing store. Their prices start at $39 and all shipping is free. Plus, my listeners will get 15% off their first order at framebridge.com when they use code LOVE.
Love!
Kevin and I use Framebridge. We uploaded one of our couple pictures from, meaning Kevin and I, couple picture, from Instagram onto Framebridge. It's really, really simple. Like I said earlier, you simply go onto the website and upload your photo that you want to have framed. I love the black matte frames with the white inset. It's just the look that I like
You
for
definitely like it.
a gallery wall. It's just, simple. It's classic. It'll never go out of style. And it allows you to frame your beautiful pictures that you have on Instagram, which is the new photo
It is.
album.
It is.
But this allows you to hang them in your house really, really nicely. And it's my favorite thing. So when I do my photo gallery wall, this is how you can preserve those photos in a beautiful way that's really inexpensive, because I think we've talked before, if you've ever attempted to frame something, it is so expensive.
So expensive.
It is so expensive. So the fact that these photos start, or this framing starts at $39 plus free shipping, and we're gonna offer you 15% off when you use promo code LOVE.
Love!
Listen, this is a deal, and as the holidays are coming up, send your grandmama, send your mama, send whoever a picture of you and your family and get it beautifully framed. Do the classic, like me, do a 1 or 2 inch inset with white, a picture in the middle, and do a black thin frame on the outside. Get started today. Frame your photos or send someone the perfect gift. Go to framebridge.com. Use promo code LOVE to
Love!
save an additional 15% off your first order. Framebridge.com, promo code LOVE.
Love!
One more time, framebridge.com, promo code
Love! Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about life insurance. As we're talking about whether men get more mad at women, one thing that we know 100% for sure is that men have more life insurance than women. In
Yes.
fact, they have as much as twice as much coverage as women.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know women, we be outliving our men.
Y'all do.
We do.
I'm finna be dead.
You don't say that, man. I gotta get morbid. Jenny Life wants to help you shrink that gap. Doesn't matter if you're a working mom, single mom, expecting mom, single, or if you're a mother of 4. four-legged babies, you need life insurance, and you need it from Jenny Life.
Mm-hmm.
Before Jenny Life, I was just a working mother next to an entrepreneurial husband, which even the mole means I need to get myself some life insurance.
Right.
I was able to hook up with Jenny Life, and voila, now I'm a responsible mother, a responsible wife, and a responsible mom with life insurance.
And life insurance is an important thing, taking care of your family and your legacy, especially for people like us who can't get it with our work.
We cannot.
We can't get it like as part of our job.
Yeah.
It's got to be separate.
And take care of this, people.
Yeah, man.
It is something you need. It's something you need to take care of when you don't need it, because once you need it, it's too late.
Really?
It's too late to apologize. Did you know that at one time in the United States, it was illegal for women to own a life
I
insurance
actually
policy?
did not know that.
Patriarchal society. Fight the power. With Jenny Life, you can get your life insurance policy without blood work or unnecessary red tape. You can do it all online from the comfort of your own home. They're going to ask you 5 questions, curate plans from dozens of A-rated insurance companies, and give you a personalized, budget-friendly life insurance quote in a matter of seconds. For example, a 32-year-old woman can get a $500,000 policy in coverage for about $1 a day without ever stepping foot in a doctor's office.
Shouts to you.
Visit jennylife.com/love to get
Love.
a free quote right now.
Right now.
Today. That's
Today.
jennylife.com/love.
Love.
Get your life insurance quote today.
Today. Right now.
jennylife.com/love.
Love.
Do this one.
Yo. If you've been watching me on my hikes, you've been seeing that I am the world's most amazing nature photographer. This is
Your
not
pictures are really good.
They are really good.
Yeah.
It's not because I know what I'm doing. It's because I learned on Skillshare.
Did you
Skillshare.
also learn how to be jealous on Skillshare?
No, this is a skill I was born with.
Oh, okay.
Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for the creative and curious people, like myself.
Slow down.
Skillshare offers creative classes designed for real life and the circumstances that come with it. These lessons can help you stay inspired, express yourself, and introduce yourself to a community of millions. Listen, as the husband of a beautiful wife, I am tasked with taking great pictures of her.
I hope you've signed up for their expert level.
I learned photography. One of the things I learned on
Do they have
Skillshare
an angles class?
is her angles. I'm 6 foot tall. Melissa's much less than that. One of the
I'm
big
5'7".
mistakes, you are not.
I am 5'7".
Mistakes I was making was coming top down on her
Yes.
picture and distorting her. I learned on Skillshare
Yes.
that you need to come down to her level
Yes.
and frame her correctly, and she'll look proportionate as
Yes.
opposed to looking like a weird person too high or scrunched up too low.
Yes.
So just as simple as that, I've gotten that much better using my phone as my camera. I don't have a special camera like Joshy Gons. I just a regular boy. All right. So I also did a lot of graphic design classes because I have to pay for each flyer, and sometimes it's just a little thing I want to do for
Yeah.
fun, for a piece of content, and I don't want to pay somebody
Sure.
$75 to $200. You know, and I like to create myself.
I do too.
I like to create in a different way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Melissa made some really dope flyers yesterday that she showed me, and it's because she was using Skillshare on her own. So listen to this. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/LH.
LH.
And the first 1,000 people to use our link will get a free trial of Skillshare. And the first 1,000 people to use our link will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Receive free access to thousands of classes for a limited time. Be one of the first 1,000 to sign up at Skillshare.com/LH.
LH.
Sorry, I missed it.
Okay. Melissa really taught me that thing about English. But nobody needs to know.
Do this one and I'll interject you.
Okay, interject me. This is a talk space, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent this to my niece, by the way.
Listen, kid.
I didn't turn it on. I literally stood right here. I
It didn't turn
move.
on myself?
Yeah.
That's the devil then.
It's probably on a timer of some sort.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna talk to you about BetterHelp. What's actually?
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the timer.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We've just taken a quick break. Really quick, we want to talk to you guys about BetterHelp. I don't know if you heard this. Chris Rock is in therapy 7 hours a week.
Is he really?
right now. Absolutely. And he said it's the best decision he's made in his life. And he can also afford those resources because he's filthy rich. Now, us regular people, we don't have that type of money. And for that reason, we thank God for BetterHelp. BetterHelp is something good. Okay. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they can make it easy and free to check. Oh, that's not a good place to start. Hold on, Greg. Okay. BetterHelp will help assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating with him or her in under 48 hours.
What's funny about this is I actually sent the BetterHelp app to a friend of mine over the weekend because she's pregnant and she's going through, honestly, a really hard time. And I was like, you need someone to talk to. And as much as I'm here for you and will always be here for you, you need a professional counselor to just kind of vent and let it all out. And they will allow you the opportunity to scream, to yell, to curse, to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're going to give you actionable steps to help you get better. And that's what I love about BetterHelp. No matter where you are, they can meet you where you are because it's a phone app. You can do it by text, you can do it by video chat, you can do a combination of the two. Whatever you need in terms of whatever you're looking for in terms of your therapist, whether it's race, whether it's age, whether it's Christian values or not, whatever it is, you pick those specific characteristics that you want in your therapist. They will match you, and then you go through the process and get the help that not only you deserve, but the help that you actually need, especially in the midst of a pandemic.
Absolutely. And I recommend it. Melissa recommends it. Joshua recommends it. We all recommend it, and you should check it out. Listen, BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Are we supposed to actually do that? Okay. Visit BetterHelp.com/LoveHour.
Love Hour.
That's BetterHelp and join the over 1 million people who've taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional now. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp, HELP, that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states.
Which is good to hear because we've also had a lot of counselors on the show, a lot of experts on the show, and I think it'd be great if you guys are listening to sign up because people be needing the help.
Yeah,
Okay?
buddy.
We be needing the help.
Once again, special offer for Love Hour listeners. Only get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/LoveHour.
Love Hour.
And now back to the show. Joshua, did you order that thing?
What thing?
The phone mic thing?
I was just gonna pick it up at Best Buy.
Okay, cool.
Do you need a?
No, they just keep saying they don't. It's gonna make me go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, Josh. Can I go on your email and find the Dear Kev ads?
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to look up.
1026, right? No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Oh!
What happened?
Did Linnell have her baby?
I don't know.
Oh, just out here having. Is this her husband?
Oh, Corey, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is.
What a cute baby.
Oh, she named her Charlie. I think that's such a cute girl's name.
Man, let me text them. Corey and Nell. They don't ever tell me personally. They all just be having their own friends.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Let's see, Greg. When did you email Greg? Oh, yeah, it's done.
All right, it's back.
So I can just read that one then, right? I can read this one.
I mean, they want personal experience.
Man, y'all thought I just cut it off, guys. The internet went out.
Tell them why you love, motivate your audience.
Sheesh.
They give you examples, then do a call to action. And they even give you, this is actually a pretty good copy. They kind of walk you through.
They were so mad, like I clicked on them.
Is it over?
Oh, it's back.
Okay. All right, I want to take a quick break from the ridiculousness to give you some actually good, valuable stuff. Do you really know what's in your multivitamin? Or are you just grabbing something off the shelf and taking it? Huh? There's sugars, GMOs, synthetic fillers, artificial colorants, not to mention animal byproducts like sheep's wool and gelatin from the hooves and hides of animals. These are all ingredients you might find in a multivitamin, but Ritual isn't your typical multivitamin. Ritual's clean, vegan-friendly formula is made with key nutrients and forms your body can actually use. No shady extras. Now listen, I'm getting a little bit older. I've got to take my vitamins. I started because of the podcast a couple months ago, and let me tell you what, I feel amazing. I honestly didn't think I needed vitamins. You know, I thought I felt great, had high energy, all this type of stuff. And I needed this help, and I've been happy. You know, here's a couple reasons why I like it. Number one, it's formulated with key nutrients, including vitamin D3 to help fill gaps in my diet. Their fresh-tasting, delayed-release capsules are designed to dissolve later in less sensitive areas of the stomach, so you can take them with or without food. A lot of times I go hiking without eating breakfast, can pop them in before I start my day. That way I don't forget. And it makes my healthy habits easy. I'm a busy guy. I don't have time to go pick up stuff, do this and that. Ritual multivitamins are delivered to my door every month with free shipping always. So you can start, snooze, or cancel your subscription at any time. And if you don't love Ritual within your first month, they'll refund your order. Now you listen to this. You deserve to know what's in your multivitamin. That's why Ritual is offering my listeners 10% off. You deserve to know what's in your multivitamin. That's why Ritual is offering my listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/dearkev to start your Visit ritual.com/dearkev to start your ritual today. Once again, that's
Hey, Tom.
visit ritual.com/dearkev. Start your life off right. Get the body you deserve. And now back to the show.
Get the body you deserve? I don't know if that's what they would want you to say.
Start your life off right with Ritual by
Start your day off right.
Start your day off right.
Or include Ritual as part of your daily routine.
Start your day off right and include Ritual as part of your daily routine at ritual.com/dearkev. Try it today.
And what was the other one?
Honey, I think it was.
Oh yeah, honey.
Honey, I can. Wait, where is it? You see it?
Better. Did you guys do Fiverr?
Yeah, we did it.
Do you guys have Talkspace?
Yep.
Okay.
Chain Life, Beachbody, Best Friends.
What is best friends? Oh, that's honey.
Honey, honey, away from here. Can't you see my phone through my window pane? But a piece of bar, but a piece bone. All right, guys, you know what? It's time for Christmas shopping, okay? And online shopping is all the shopping we really do. And that's where today's sponsor, Honey, comes in. It's the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one available at checkout. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend, looking out for you, making sure you're okay, doing what you don't want to do, which is the research, and allowing you to do what you want to do, which is the shopping. Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks by going to Johnny. Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks by going to joinhoney.com/dear. That's when you're checking out one of its over 30,000 supported sites. Honey pops up, and all you gotta do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for the coupons for that site. If Honey finds working codes, it'll apply the best one to your cart. Now listen, I used to get on my wife, or tell y'all this is my wife's thing. I have, at minimum, equaled her online shopping, if not more. And I don't be wanting to look for coupons and stuff. So Honey does that for me, and I can't even count how much I've saved because it's a lot. It's as simple as being in a grocery store and swiping your shopper's rewards card and having them do all the hard work for you. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. Honey supports all kinds of retailers from tech and gaming sites to fashion brands, to even food delivery. Now listen to this. It's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free and works with whatever browser you use. You can get Honey for free today and join honey.com/dear. Once again, that's joinhoney.com/dear to get the free browser extension. One more time, free today at joinhoney.com/dear. And now, back to the show.
Joshua, you're doing the best of compilation.
Greg is.
Greg is. You're telling him what episodes to put together.
I'm just telling him, I just told him to start from the first episode and go backwards. Because like the first 3 months we had amazing questions. It was all new. And it should be, I think Eric said he's not going to do it to December, so it should only be like 4 or 5 episodes. Because it's so long ago, I don't think it'd be a big deal. Because I don't think people watch all the way to the end anyway.
Sure. Okay, so we always meet at 1.
I know. Is it 1?
1:30, sir. 1:30.
It's 1:30? Are you sure it's 1:30?
That's what's in the calendar. I just keep wanting it to be 1 o'clock.
Okay, actually.
So
Are you taking it from here?
We can go.
All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Now I'm ending it. Okay, goodbye.